Welcome back to ENCA. A very good afternoon to the sports fans in particular for the midday view. Okay, so it's happening again. Cricket South Africa elected Lawson Naidoo as its new board chairperson last night during the board's first meeting since the AGM. Stephen Butlander was elected lead independent director. The board agreed to spend its first 100 days in office focusing on bringing stability to the organization. CSA's troubled past saw the intervention of Sports Minister Natim Tetwa, and we are joined now by Lawson Naidoo via Zoom. A very good afternoon, Mr. Naidoo. Wow, it's been quite a turbulent last few months. What are your immediate concerns and tasks for CSA?
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Well, as you said in your introduction, CSA has been beset by a range of problems, not just over the last few months, but one would say over several years now. Poor governance and leadership within Cricket South Africa. There's an administrative vacuum. We don't have a permanent CEO. So when we talk about bringing stability to cricket, what we really mean there is that we need to bring stability to the administration. We need to appoint quite urgently a new chief executive officer and other senior executives so that they can begin the process of administering cricket in a professional manner and in the best interest of the game. And, ultimately this board needs to be one that exercises oversight and governance over the administration of cricket, and that we as a board don't get involved in the day-to-day operational matters.
It's interesting how you mention, of course, the leadership and, of course, that being at the heart of the problems at Cricket South Africa. Your assessment, Mr. Naidoo, on what's been going on at the organization. What's your take?
Well, look, we pay tribute to the role of the interim board that ended its tenure at the AGM a couple of weeks ago. As of 6 months, they did a remarkable amount of work in helping to turn around things at Cricket South Africa that dealt with men that were there, including dealing with human resource issues, disciplinary matters, focusing on the finances, and a range of other matters, including obviously putting together the new memorandum of incorporation that creates the new corporate structure for Cricket South Africa. So we owe a huge debt of gratitude to that interim board, and they've laid a foundation that we can hopefully now build on as a permanently appointed board, and see our task for the next 3 years as restoring the image of cricket amongst fans and the public at large in South Africa, and building a solid foundation so that we can see success on the field of play as well.
But how long will it take before we have any tangible proof that there has been a change within the organization? The public has waited for such a long time. Do you feel this board can turn things around? And how do you go about doing that?
Well, look, we understand the impatience of the public with what has been going on in cricket. And, our role is really to get cricket off the front pages and back onto the back pages of our newspapers. So, the administration and the governance should not be issues. We need to deal with those in a professional manner. And I think, we will be judged not on what we say, but on what we do and how we do things. We do things in a different way with openness and transparency, engagement with all stakeholders, the Players Association, the fans, the media, sponsors. That's a big challenge for us because cricket has lost a number of its main sponsors in recent years. And we need to lure them back to the game because the game needs money if we're going to develop in the way that it needs to.
All right, Mr. Naidoo, very lastly, one of the major problems as well, contributing to the issue within Cricket South Africa is the members infighting. How does the organization plan to work with the troublesome Members' Council?
Well, look, the composition of the new board, we have a majority of independent directors, and there are 5 representatives from the Members' Council on the board, and we will work together as a team. We are 15 members of the board that have to create a common vision, commit to a common agenda, and then drive that through. And in the course of that, we will obviously have to engage with the Members' Council from time to time. We need to account to them because, as an independent board, we still have to be accountable. And in terms of the governance structure, we will account to the Members' Council at annual general meetings. But we need to have a working relationship with the Members' Council. And I've already had a few conversations with Mr. Rian Richards, the President of the Members' Council, and I believe that we will be able to work together in the interest of the game.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Naidoo. All the best. That was a newly elected chairperson of CSA's Board of Directors, Lawson Naidoo. As I did say, quite a task ahead for Mr. Naidoo and the interim board, I beg your pardon, the independent board that has been appointed. And of course, we can't wait to see what shall transpire within the next 100 days. As he boldly mentioned, it's to try to steady the ship that has been over these rocky waters.